High quality people are hard to come by. They are out there, but it's rare when you can really come in contact with well meaning people with good desires, people who rise to the challenge and aren't afraid to do what needs to be done. But who would this person be who would show the courage and determination to do what is needed and not back down from fear? This person would be Abraham Lincoln. One of Abraham's shining moments would be when he developed and displayed uh, his military abilities during the Civil War. For various reasons, the Southern rebel states had decided to secede from the Union. They had tried the idea that the United States could be the divided states. For obvious reasons, the President of the United States could not allow this to happen. So for a man with very little leadership experience prior to this event, he had to take the initiative to teach himself on military strategy, and he had to become the military master of America. And after a long, bloody, and brutal battle, Abraham Lincoln had brought about the reunion of the states to stop the rebellion. During wartime control, Lincoln had written and enacted the Emancipation Proclamation. This was a tactical decision to encourage enslaved citizens to come up to the North and fight for their cause. It had always been part of Lincoln's agenda to do what he called freedom to all men everywhere, and this was a big step. However, it only freed those slaves in the rebellious states, and it was only effective during the wartime presidency. And so, after the war was over, he had to more or less lobby Congress to try to get them to pass the 13th Amendment. And after that had passed, he had brought about the actual freedom of the blacks. It means one thing to achieve a lot and to do a lot of great things, but it means another thing to do it honestly and with integrity. And we can only speculate as to how honest Abraham really was, but it's hard to get the name Honest Abe by being somebody that's very corrupt in your dealings. So I think that we can be sure in this day Abraham was exactly what the world needed in the Civil War. But as we all know, Lincoln's life was cut short, and when America had took into the hard task of rebuilding America, his presidency was cut short. We can never be sure of what he could have done, but there was never would have been a need for a civil rights movement maybe, and maybe would have never abused our power to the point where we need a Martin Luther King. It's my opinion that we still need an Abe Lincoln, and we need people to keep the Union together and free the slaves of the modern day. And if nobody else will do what it takes, then we need to each become the Abe Lincolns in our own little ways, and we need to recognize the responsibility and take upon our cross.